Today we're making flavorful, cheesy, and super meaty, easy to make meal prep freezer burritos. That'll give you 10 separate wraps that can be stored in the freezer and then thawed out and enjoyed anytime you want. Ingredients and nutritional information always in the description, and remember, taste is always our main priority.
Meal prep doesn't get any easier, so let's do this.
First thing is to prep all our ingredients. You'll need 1,800 grams of extra lean ground beef, 1 cup of shredded low-fat mozzarella, our spices that I'll break down in a moment, 3 onions, some spray oil, low-fat Greek protein yogurt, pickled jalapenos, a can of crushed tomatoes, and some chipotle sauce. Now for that spice mix. You can just use pre-made taco seasoning, but here we'll be using 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, a half teaspoon of salt, black pepper. Next we'll cut up our onions. You can use any onions you want. Just chop in half, then cut off the tops to make peeling easier, then just give them a rough slice. Then we'll get 2 tablespoons of chopped up pickled jalapenos, and also prep 2 tablespoons of our chipotle sauce. Grab that protein yogurt and portion out 1 cup of it, as well as a cup of that cheese. Then we'll make our own tomato sauce. You can just buy the pre-made stuff, but that usually has a bunch of sugar and extra oils thrown in, so adjust accordingly. Salt and pepper to taste, as well as a good pinch of oregano, and after a quick stir, your sauce is done. Bring a large pan up to medium-high heat and give it a quick spray before placing all your meat in. It's going to be crowded for a little bit, but it'll all cook down. After seasoning, just give it a stir every so often and cook for 5 minutes. In the meantime, we'll make our creamy sauce. Just mix together 3/4 cups of our yogurt with another tablespoon of chipotle sauce and a pinch of chili powder and smoked paprika. And our cream sauce is done. Now that the meat's cooked through, we're going to throw in our spices. Next goes in the onions. And when they've cooked down, add in the chipotle sauce, followed by all of our tomato sauce. We're going to let that bubble away for a couple minutes before adding in our yogurt to give it that nice creamy touch. Followed by our jalapenos. And finally, all of our cheese. Let it all cook together for a minute and our beef filling is done. And here are the macros for that. Time to wrap. Grab a piece of tinfoil slightly bigger than your tortilla and place a wrap down. You're going to put 1.5 cups of our filling in the lower third of the wrap. Remember, this recipe makes 10 of these. Next, we'll spread on a tablespoon of our creamy sauce, just like this. And this is my wrapping technique. You're going to fold over the bottom flat, then one side, and then the other. Then I'll use my pinkies to hold in the remainder while I roll it all over on itself. Just like that. Then you're just going to repeat that process with the tinfoil. And you're done. One freezer burrito. It takes a bit of practice, but you'll get the hang of it. And don't worry too much if you mess them up. They're going in the freezer anyways. And there you go, 10 freezer burritos. Just pop them in the freezer for up to 4 months. And whenever you want one, just throw it in a 370 degrees Celsius oven for 30 to 40 minutes. I like to unwrap them for the last 10 minutes in the oven so that the wrap gets crispy. You can warm them up in the microwave as well. Obviously, just make sure to remove them from their tinfoil first.
And there you go, 10 dishes and more than 50 grams of protein each. Now the real beauty in these is the flexibility of where you're at with your diet. Depending on if you're in a bulk or a cut, all you have to do is change one ingredient, the wrap. Now for all of these, we use flour tortillas, and here's the macros for that. So if you're in a bulk, this is absolutely perfect. Now if you take those flour tortillas and just switch them out for a low calorie tortilla, then you get these macros here. Perfect for a cut. And again, all you changed was the wrap. That filling remains the same, that amazing taste stays the same, and all you're doing is switching out those tortillas. Give them a try and let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.